The journey began on Thursday night, Friday, Manila time, when I boarded Spirit Airlines flight NK457 headed to Sin City. I was in a jet full of people eager to disobey at least half of the 10 commandments. After a 3-hour, 15-minute travel, most of which I spent dozing off while rereading John Grisham's novel The Summons at aisle seat 24C, we landed at McCurran International Airport, where the plane emptied some 200 passengers on Terminal D. It was almost 11 p.m. local time when my Uber pool arrived. I shared it with Taylor, who recently moved to Nevada to escape the brutal Ohio winters. The other rider was Mike, a college kid from Connecticut who was as excited as an inmate on a prison break. On the advice of Spin.ph contributor Balt Chavez, an experienced world traveler who had been to 38 countries and 4 continents, I strayed from the Strip to avoid the egregiously expensive hotel rooms. I retreated instead to North Las Vegas, further away from the vicinity of major mischief and temptation. The 11-mile trip cost me $33. Uber called the rate a surge. I call it a dent in my beat-up credit card. The rates at the Casino Hotel on East Craig Street were friendly, $109.99 for Thursday and $209 for Friday and Saturday. Taxes and resort fees worth $22 per night were added. It was well over midnight when I finally settled at room 346. Choking with the humidity and hot desert air, I found the perfect excuse to drown myself with a few rounds of icy cold rum and coke, my choice of poison for years. At around 3 a.m., my consciousness left me. I skipped breakfast but had brunch, a feast that made my wallet $15 lighter after tips. I raided the Chinese food section, toyed with some shrimp on the salad bar, and had a bowl of chicken noodle soup for the soul. I also bit a few slices of beef, untainted by clenbuterol, but suspiciously spicy. After a quick, cold shower, I ordered another Uber to T-Mobile Arena, this time for just $22. ESPN estimated the weigh-in crowd at over 9,000. It was 3 p.m. when I arrived, and too many people were already separated from their sobriety. No surprise in an adult oasis where liquor flows freely and drinking in public is legal. They were loud. They were happy. They were in Vegas. Viva Mexico. Vamos Canelo. There was a sea of beautiful women at the arena. Some were overdressed, others barely clothed. And most were drenched in perfume. Fake boobs or not, they all exposed my glaring weakness for the opposite sex. Caramba! Larry Trebig caught my eye at the T-Mobile Plaza. He is the celebrated Canelo Alvarez look-alike who fancies himself as Americanello. He told me he is an MMA fighter who recently transitioned to boxing. Decked in an all-white ensemble, his eyes hidden behind designer shades, he was mobbed by selfie-seeking fans. Instead of taking the media bus, I decided to walk back to the MGM Grand under the 100-degree heat. Leaking with sweat, I regretted every stride. And when I reached the media room at the Copperfield Theater, I quickly downed a can of Sprite and indulged myself with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Exhausted, I retired back to my room at around 8 o'clock. Dinner was a bag of Doritos shoved down my throat with what was left of my 750 milliliters bottle of Bacardi. I barely finished my column when jet lag and sleep deprivation knocked me out. It was 4 a.m. when I peeled out of bed. The TV blared with SportsCenter reporting Floyd Mayweather's desire to fight Manny Pacquiao this year. The swimming pool beneath my feet was uninhabited, not a ripple in the water. The hotel's neon lights flickered from a distance. It was eerily quiet. The city that barely sleeps was taking a nice nap. But at Saturday, fight night. In a few hours the action and excitement will pick up. Since the 2017 NBA Summer League, the Mayweather-McGregor farce, and first Canelo fight, it's my fourth visit to Las Vegas in 14 months. I'm more pumped up than usual. Hopefully, GGG will take care of some unfinished business, this time with an emphatic knockout.